Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Control with Kelador. If you like what you're seeing so far, remember to like, subscribe, comment. We are going into the research center and trying to fight our way through this section. There you are. Where are you at? Where'd you go? Gotcha. All right. Where are you at? Ooh, file. Possible altered world event in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line, similar to altered world event redacted in which things happened. It is believed to have been caused by something, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent such and stuff from happening again. Okay. Kill enemies in the maintenance sector to secure it. Intrusive pattern, astral blip. Dodge efficiency. Oh, I was trying to get more health. Dang it. Oh, come on. Ow. Ow. Well, this is going worse. This is going much worse. Okay. Ow. Synchronicity. 1959. Uh-huh. Going by Carl Jung. Well, that doesn't sound like easiest of plans. What do we got? What do we got? And how do we make this work for us? I don't like anything about this. Dr. Darling's office. What? Dimensional research. Okay, let's start with the good doctor's office.
I've been feeling questions recently.
Resonance theory. It's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Blank opened the door to a blank I've called blank. Something emits a force far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It's shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? Altered items, objects of power, do they share a common something that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? Refer to file blank for a full report. Well, that's lovely.
Guarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the headroom resonance anyway?
Budget report. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget, but I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel, all fuss but no results. Kinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yes, nothing like a little bit of bribery to
Despite
grease the
being infected by
wheels.
the herd, HRAs are not violent devices. They're not tracking your movements.
Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the board and an entity or group of entities that we have little information on or that I'm allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there's a clear link between these objects of power, the board, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes that these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very something of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the board but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct connection? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement is a natural fact and not something more nefarious, suspicious? Refer to file for full report.
Listening to your conversations while you're aware, you do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Astral plane. Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. Predecessor Dr. Ash theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an altered world event occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the something in the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully, the truth will emerge. The truth is out there, man.
Is,
Uh-huh. Speaking of thinning the herd, hey, so I was wondering about the plants in research. Is it really necessary to sing to them? I mean, the janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it, but maybe he could just switch it up a bit? I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? Worth looking into. Dr. Lewis. Feed me, Seymour. Little shop, little shop of horrors, little shop of horrors. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Where are you at? There we go. That at least went a little better. Nope, 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 nope. Did not say. Ah. Okay, that was not pretty. It's done, but it wasn't pretty. No, does not let me heal. I was hoping, but you know. We'll figure it out. What's over here? Okay, that doesn't sound or feel good, so let's not do that. Oh, sniper. Searchlights affix their rifles. Corruption has not changed their tactics. Remain. Yeah, check the balconies. Equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat. Yahoo! Always my favorite. I like being the sniper, not getting sniped. Uh. Well. What on earth? That looks like a great way to die. Threshold utility. Thresholds have always been the source of great inspiration and challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house, we never know what new discoveries it will provide, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing recent threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it's been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to in fighting back this prolific plant. Very distinct cases worth comparing as their studies offer vastly different dangers and rewards. Okay then. BlackRock analysis. Darling insists on having us appear in those bizarre videos. We just stand there. He doesn't even let us have lines or anything. Don't get me wrong, beats a day in the lab, but it's always great to work with you. Oh yeah, I finished the comparative analysis of the two BlackRock samples you sent. The Prism, or whatever you called it. I find them in the usual place under C for Carla, a handy mnemonic device, right? Anyway, let me know if there's anything you want to discuss about the data. I'll gladly explain. Maybe we could chat about it over some drinks or dinner, even. I can't remember the last time I had a good steak. Maybe we could go together after work sometime? I'm free tomorrow. All the very best, Hubert. Okay. What on earth? It sounds like it's probably going to be a DMCA kind of thing. So we're just going to stop that before it goes too long. Intrusive pattern. What is all this stuff? Answer questions within 2 minutes of listening. Any particular memories? Elaborate. Did you at any point feel a strong emotion? What emotion? Did a clear image of a weapon appear in your mind during the song? Provide a detailed description of your current surroundings. Have you ever heard the murmur of voices when no one is present? Do you hear them now? Please choose from each of the following pairs. 1 or 2, A or B, day or night, apple orange, burn out, fade away. Uh-huh. You're doing some weird stuff. Very weird. Let's not do the weirdness, okay? Huh. Well, guess we go back upstairs. How's about no? How's about no? Oh, that was not cool. Go away. Ow. Oh, come on, guys. Not cool, man. Seriously not cool. That's Dr. Darling's office, which we already went into. But we didn't go over here.
Possibly changing labyrinth.
Ashtray Maze. What?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the binder, and those the binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Huh.
Pass through. Dimensional research.
A maze, huh? A maze, huh? Okay. Okay. It's different. Get the strangest feeling. Hmm. How do we navigate this maze? How... Okay, does it open up based on the pictures that you look at? Can you dash through doors that are closing? Hold on. Oh, hello. Something about this feels off. Can't go backwards. That fucks that off. Started off as interesting and now it's just getting annoying. Okay, I'm gonna leave. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand it. No new paths are opening up. I can't run or dash fast enough to get into places that I couldn't get into before, so that might be for later. So that leaves me with the stuff at the bottom. And that weirdness. Ah. Okay. Well, let's see here. Don't fall that far. Well, that doesn't look great. Hmm. You're a power source. There we go. That power source turn on the elevator? Yes, power source turned on the elevator. Okay. That's not creepy. That's not creepy at all. Why would you think that was creepy? No idea. Just because it's gurgling and talking to you and being strange. No idea why you would think that was odd. What on earth? I need a level 4. Don't have a level 4. But I can go this way and bypass that room. Okay. Uh-huh. Pink flamingo. Transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, a transient reported the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. Of note, occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. Reported a wait of X seconds before the rain stopped. Was seized the next day. He was found to possess something and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though not proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response. Okay. Sure. Personal mods full. Well, that's because I've mostly been ignoring them. That's not bad. Plus 20%. Plus 29%. All right. What on earth are you? No idea what you are, but that was not a good thing. Health regen would be nice about now. Oops. Well, that takes me... See, now this just makes me want to run past everything and not really engage with it, because... Oh. Ow. That was bad. Good job, director. Oh, hey. There was a thing right there. There was a thing right there. Where was it now? Eh. I don't want anything to do with your explosive ways. That's not good. Oh. These are all level 6. I'm doing good to handle level 1s and 2s. I do not know where I should be going. Ashtray Maze is its own thing. That's where I should be going. Okay, let's see. No. What on earth? Oh. Ah. Right. Okay. So there's supposed to be... Okay, so basically I need to find a control point. Oh wow, this is just... Yeah, sure, whatever. Nope, not good. Okay, we're going to stop right there and pick up in a minute and try and find a control point and where on earth we are supposed to go in all this mess. 'Cause I'm really not sure at the moment. So, see you in a bit.